Hey everyone, so Monday, September 6th at 8:52 p.m., we have ourselves a new cosmic inhale. Remember the last lunar reflections? We talked about how everything has a breath. There's an inhale and an exhale to everything in life. And we talked about how the waning moon is the cosmic exhale. It's a time for reflection, for integration, and for repairing and recharging ourselves and getting ready for the next cosmic inhale, which is energy of creation. And so here we have our next cosmic inhale, a new moon in Virgo. And during this cosmic inhale of energy, the moon provides us with inspiration to clear out anything that clutters our life. My partner and I work with clients on clearing out the clutter in their homes using the KonMari method, which uses a simple evaluation. Does this spark joy in my life? If the answer is no, or I'm not sure, I need to think about it, then this is a sign that this is cluttering up your life, preventing new transformative energies from entering in your space. If our space, whether it's our physical space or the space that we embody here, our bodies, our mental bodies, our emotional bodies, if our space is cluttered up with things that are no longer serving us, physical items, stories that we keep repeating to ourselves, or familiar energies that are not allowing us to step forward, then we will find ourselves preventing new transformative energies from entering into our being. We need to clear out these energies to make room for these healing and transformative energies to enter into our being. We can't walk around with all this baggage and expect newness to come in. We have to let go of the baggage so that we can have room and space for this new transformative energy to come in. And here we are starting a new lunar cycle, and it's with Virgo, the perfectionist and the organizer. So this is amazing. We couldn't have asked for a better new moon. Now, this simple evaluation can also be done with our thoughts and behavior patterns that are swirling around in our mental bodies. You know, we all have a mental body that has our thoughts and our behaviors, our patterns. Now, we can't see these things, but we can certainly feel them, and they certainly influence our lives. They're all over the place. We all have emotional baggage that we carry around with us. And that is part of the emotional body that we carry around with us, that we walk through this world with. It's unseen, but it's still there. And if we continue to fill our mental body with the same stories or behavior patterns, we aren't working through these thoughts and these behaviors. And if we don't work through these thoughts and behaviors, they will begin to overrun our lives, preventing us from transforming into new states of consciousness and new states of being and new states of behaving. And we all want to have that transcendental feeling of growing and of stepping into something new, of expanding our consciousness. So we all have that, and that's why you guys are here. That's why you guys were drawn to this lunar club. And so here we have an invitation to do just that. And essentially, if we don't do this, we will find ourselves on autopilot, trapped in a perpetual cycle of familiar patterns. Now, on one hand, this may feel comfortable and easy. Well, easy until it's not, because if we're supposed to move forward, the universe will deliver us uneasy and unpleasant feelings, situations, and things in our life to push us, to nudge us forward to the point where it will get so uncomfortable that stepping into a new place will be less uncomfortable than staying where we were. So we have the option to stay in the familiar until it hurts so much that we have to break forward, break out of that and step into something new, or we can consciously step out of this autopilot and these familiar patterns and step forward with a little bit more ease. Either way, it's going to happen. We just get to choose how it happens. So, on one level, it can feel comfortable and easy place to be, but not for long, not forever. Everything in the world is growing, and so in order to grow, we need to move. We need to expand. Flowers and plants start out as seeds, and they grow, and they bloom, and they blossom. They don't stay in their same form, and we are not meant to stay in our same form either. So, on a higher level, the growth and transformation does not occur in these repeating cycles of thoughts and behavior patterns. So, in order to break free from these ruts that we may find ourselves in, we need to ask ourselves, is this story or behavior helping me stay in alignment with my true divine essence? If it's not, then this is something that we just identified as something that we can work through and consciously begin to clear from our mental body. We first need to identify it. So, asking ourselves, does this help me stand in my divinity? Does this help me stay in alignment with my true self? And if the answer is no, then that thought, that behavior pattern is no longer meant for you. You can let it go and release it. Now, the full moon releasing rituals are wonderful for this kind of inner work. Of course, this is what I do every full moon, and it is some of the most powerful, transformative work, and I know you guys have been working on it. That's why you were called to be a part of this lunar club. Now, unfortunately, I can't be there with you every full moon. I wish I could, trust me. That is a dream come true for me. But I get to share with you my experiences in the lunar reflections, and you get to share your experiences with me in the lunar reflections, and you get the full moon reading of the energies that are going on before the full moon. Now, our next full moon is until September 20th. But instead, we are gifted with this potent time to initiate new practices and to create new healthy routines with this new moon in Virgo, the perfectionist, the organizer. So this is the time to take inventory of your life. This is the time to sit down and identify what is working in your life, what is not working in your life. During this new lunar cycle, between the new moon and the full moon, that's 2 weeks. This is the time to really think about where in your life you need to make changes, especially in the daily routines, because it's in the daily routines that shape the quality of our life. Virgo is also all about being of service, and this lunar cycle, we are receiving the invitation to be of service to ourselves. And this is for a variety of reasons. One, we're living in a time where most people have their focus externally rather than internally. We're always looking external, looking at someone else, not looking at ourselves. Two, we need to be healed and whole before being able to share our gifts. Of course, we can share our gifts when we're not whole, but we need to be whole and healed to truly share all that we have available to share. There's so much magic and power, and there's so many gifts that we have that we can only discover through the healing process of being whole. And so really what we need to do is be healed and whole first to truly share our gifts. And that means we need to begin to put ourselves first and foremost. It's not selfish. This is being responsible. Society may tell us that, that putting yourself first is selfish, and it's not. This is a responsible thing to do. we need to take care of our own being first, because we need to take care of us so that we can then take care of others. So, we can harness these Virgoan energies for improving our health, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This is the time to weed out the noise and the clutter in your life and find your way back to your soul path of discovering the divine within you. That's right, discovering the divine that's within you. We can physically accomplish this by decluttering our homes, our garages, weed our gardens, which is what I do every single morning. And this will open up a doorway to mentally and emotionally sifting through what stories and behaviors are no longer serving us. I mean, for me, if I'm weeding through the garden, it's such a mindless task in the sense that it doesn't take a whole lot of concentration to weed out the garden. So that allows my mind to drift, and it takes inventory of all the thoughts and feelings and emotions and behaviors that are swirling around with me in my mental body. And so I can start cataloging, identifying, clearing out, and working through and sifting through what I'm carrying around in my emotional body. So not only am I clearing out my physical world, I'm also clearing out my internal world. And I think both go hand in hand. Our houses, our homes, our cars, our garages, our bedrooms, our offices, these are a reflection of what is happening with our internal self, what our internal self looks like. So perhaps we need to start decluttering and taking care of things that we have put off from taking care of. And this is the invitation to do just that. Remember, this is a process. And take your time to truly understand what you want out of life and where you want to go. These are big, huge changes. These are big, huge shifts. And sometimes the only thing in our way is our own beliefs and our own self-imposed limitations. Now, I consider these energies to be mental clutter. Anything that is self-limiting, our self-imposed beliefs, these are all mental clutter, and I consciously clear out these thoughts every morning when I'm weeding the garden and every full moon, and I replace these energies every evening with gratitude, love, and deep eternal joy. Not the temporary happiness from buying a new outfit. I mean, that all makes us feel good, or, maybe for others it's something else. For me it's buying car parts. I love that. But that is just a temporary happiness, a temporary high. I'm talking about a deep, eternal joy. I have never been so happy in my life. And it is because I sift through my mental clutter. I don't carry around the mental baggage with me anymore. I stopped doing that. I don't carry around the clutter in my house, in my home, in my car. I don't care for clutter. I only have what's meaningful for me, and if it doesn't spark joy within me, it's gone. I let it go. I don't need it. We're living in abundance of some things, and some things we can let go. And we have help, We have help from the cosmos with this endeavor that is set forth for us, because this is a lot of homework for this new moon. And we have help from Mercury in Libra. So in astrology, Mercury is the fastest moving of all astrological planets. And it is all about ideas, intelligence, the power of our mind, and communication skills. And when Mercury switches signs, we sense these subtle differences in the way we communicate with each other and in the way we think. And Mercury has shifted into Libra August 29th until November 5th. So there's a couple months where Mercury is in Libra, and this is bringing us a sense of idealism to help us restore balance to our life and to our being. Now, Libra is a cardinal air sign, which means it leads to the power of ideas. And as you can imagine, Mercury is quite at home here. Mercury and Libra is an energy cocktail that is rational, calm, and idealistic. And because Libra is associated with the arts and beauty, the imagination gets a boost during this Mercury transit, gifting us with new creative ways to clear out the clutter in our lives, to restore balance to our lives, and to help us to create new idealistic vision for ourselves and the life we want to live. This is the perfect medicine during the beginning of this new lunar cycle, this cosmic inhale with the new moon in Virgo. Now, Virgo rules our digestive system and intestines, and there's an entire ecosystem of tiny organisms living in our digestive system which help regulate our metabolism, turn our food into life force energy, and prevent inflammation. And so this new moon is a good reminder to offer these little guys some love by eating plenty of fiber and probiotics like my favorite kimchi or kombucha, or an extra dose of some really good bacteria from some delicious Greek yogurt, or another one of my favorites, Icelandic skyr. Now, this new moon oracle reading is luck is on your side. So we got a lot of homework, as I said, from this new moon in Virgo to really clean up our lives. And this card suggests we explore our life with the optimism of Sagittarius, because I didn't even show you the card. It's luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is the explorer, and this is a sign to explore our life. I mean, we were just talking about this for the whole new moon reading, but to also explore this life with the optimism of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very optimistic sign. And so this much appreciated reminder to restore true joy into our life, letting go of all the noise and clutter and put a fresh smile on your face, because we have good luck and good fortune on our side. This means that whatever happens next is a gift. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new moon reading. Whatever happens is a gift. I love it. I still have my my moon mantra. I can go anywhere in my light. And this mantra for this new moon is I can do anything with my light. So some of us might be daunted by what we have to clear out and clutter within our lives. Just know that this is something that we ought to do. You don't have to do it, but it's an invitation. This is something that we have plenty of help with. We have the new moon in Virgo, and we also have Mercury in Libra to help us out with this. And we also just got the oracle reading that luck is on our side. And whatever happens next is a gift, even if it's just expanding your consciousness into a new perspective. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new moon reading. It was a pleasure and a joy to share it with you. And I will see you guys next time at the new moon review. Bye.